One of my challenges as an artist is always being kind of marginalized or put in a box. It's almost as if, you know, mainstream radio just feels like because of my faith, my music doesn't belong. You know, it's an interesting thing because it's not as if gospel radio's playing my music, you know what I mean? It's not as if I got songs with gospel legends or anything like that, or I sing gospel music, but they just don't know what to do with it because here's somebody who's very devout in what they believe, but makes hip hop music, you know what I mean? And so it's kind of like, where are you supposed to be? And that's why I call my album Anomaly. It's because I'm just this unique, you know, person. It's not as if there's no fans. It's not as if, you know, we're not, the people don't buy the music. You know, the album went #1 overall, but there's still this hesitancy from the powers that be. There's like a fear or something, you know, a marginalization. And it's kind of like, you know, I'm not really sure in every circumstance what it is, but I think personally, so I think everybody has a category for what music's supposed to be. I feel a lot like I share similar struggles with like a Macklemore because what he does is hip hop, but you know, a lot of urban music say, well, is it? I don't know. I think hip hop is a lot like rock music. You know, like rock music once upon a time was really like defined and splintered out, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like punk rock, you know, you got just alternative rock, you know, all these different little things. But now when you say rock, you don't know what are we talking about? Are you talking about Arcade Fire or the Foo Fighters? Like, what are you talking about? Like, you talking about Black Keys? Like, what is rock? And a lot of that has happened with hip hop now, where people are like, well, when you say hip hop, are you talking about Kendrick? Or are you talking about Drake? You talking about Future? You talking about Common? And then here I come, and it's kind of like, well, no, that can't be hip hop. And it's like, man, let the genre grow. You know what I mean? Let there be balance and let there be all kind of voices, you know, within. And that's really all that I'm asking for, you know, as far as what I'm doing. I'm sure, you know, for Eminem was probably like, man, can a white dude just, you know, make hip hop music? And like literally, I remember when he came out, he had to come out with like 50 cosigns, like Missy Elliott and LL and then Busta. And it was like everybody had to cosign this dude before people would rock with the music. And I just think that's unfortunate, man. Like we're only stifling hip hop by not allowing the music to just be what it is. And even within that, like at the end of the day, man, I just want to be an artist and just make music. You know, like if you put me in a box, you have an expectation. It's almost like if I tell you to go to the movies and I tell you it's a horror movie, but you don't see anybody killing anybody. Now you like, well, it wasn't fun. I don't get it. That's because you put a category on it before you just went to see the movie. So just go see the film. If you walk out of it, just say, man, it was a great film. You know what I mean? Like, what is it? I don't know. Is Matrix sci-fi? Is Matrix a drama? Is Matrix a thriller? Or is Matrix just a dope movie? You know what I mean? So let it live.
California was like, yo, if you're dope, you're dope. You know what I'm saying? You just tell your story. You tell it the way you tell it. You know what I'm saying? And it was just more like, yo, you need to be able to exercise all the elements. Can you write a song? Can you write a hook? Can you kill a bar? Can you freestyle? Can you rap on beat? You got tap, you know what I'm saying? Can you battle? If you had all those in place, I don't care what God you serve.
It was just a matter of time of how long this sun beating on me with no food in my stomach, after no sleep, I was gonna throw up. It was just inevitable. So then I start rapping, and then I'll never forget it. I look to my right, and Gwen Stefani's watching.
The door comes swinging open, and here comes D1 with his dreads and with this long, like, robe-like thing coming off the bus. All of them said it was like Jesus walked off the tour bus, because they said the second the door swung open and I just emerged with this huge blanket and these long flowing locks, they said the police were like, oh, he's with y'all? Oh, y'all are good, y'all are good.
It has to grow its strength in emotional and spiritual and togetherness and familyness. But in order to get there, you gotta first stop killing each other, you know? So it's a growing process, and I think the answers won't be found in a day or in a year.